All right, guys, now is the time to start thinking about getting a flu shot. Tom Iovino from the Florida Department of Health is back to explain why it is so important to make this shot happen. Tom, set the stage for us.
Grayson, the influenza is a very communicable disease, and you think in a typical year, nearly 35,000 Americans will die of the flu or complications, pneumonia, things that follow along. So getting that flu shot is critical because if we can really ramp up the number of folks who get it, we can save a lot of lives.
Yeah, it's not just to, the inconvenience I might be sick for a few days. It really can actually be fatal to unexpected people, and especially if you give it to somebody else who is young or old or
sure has a compromised immune system, something like that. Getting the flu shot yourself will protect those folks as well in your family. So it's important to get that flu shot and protect yourself.
Talk to me about when flu season is and why now is the right time to think about that.
Yeah, flu season in Florida runs typically from October through about March. We see things start to ramp up here where we hit the peak, usually around after the holiday season, so December, January. It's important to get your shot now because it takes about 2 weeks to develop the full antibodies, full immunity to the flu. So what happens is when you get that shot, it'll take a few weeks, and then you'll be able to have that full immunity.
Because your body's building
it builds the antibodies, yeah. Now here's a couple interesting things. People say, well, the flu shot's only about 60% effective. That may be true, that it protects you 60% of the times fully. But if you do get the flu and it's not an exact match for what's spreading, it will reduce the intensity of the flu and it will reduce the duration of the time you're sick, which is important because, again, like I said, these opportunistic infections that follow along can kill. So getting that flu shot is crucial. And
you talk about the different types of flu. That's the main reason I need to get a new shot every year, right? Because the flu's constantly evolving.
The flu does evolve. What happens is the investigators will check what's going on in the southern hemisphere. When we're in our summer, they're in our winter. So they'll look in Australia and Argentina and Chile and places like that, and they'll see what flu strains are prevalent there, and they'll make the best guess they can as far as what will affect us during the season. And then what they'll do is they typically put 4 strains of the flu into the flu shot. So what they'll do is they'll make their best guess as to which ones will be the ones that'll affect us during the flu season, and then you get the shot, and then you'll be protected against those.
And they put the strains in there, but it's important to know you can't get the flu from getting a flu shot because everything in there is dead.
I cannot emphasize that enough. You cannot get the flu from the flu shot. It is a dead virus. Basically what it does is it exposes your body to the proteins that are in that virus, so your body builds the antibodies. At that point, if it sees a live virus, it'll know exactly where to go and attack, and you won't get sick.
So last message with about 20 seconds left. Where should people go? How quickly should they take action to make this happen?
We usually recommend people get their flu shot before Halloween. So go to your primary care physician, go to your pharmacy, go to the Department of Health. You can get a flu shot right there. You'll be in and out in a few minutes, and you'll be protected for the season.
Tom Iovino with Florida Department of Health, thank you so much for being with us. Again, flu shot, maybe 10 seconds of your life could save you a lot of heartache or even worse.